So I meant to check in much earlier on this vlog than I have, but we have been in Whistler for the weekend having a little getaway, and I thought while we were here I would film a reading vlog. And so I've been reading The Summer Without Men by Siri Hustvedt. And if you watched my summer TBR, my August TBR, I talked about how I have a very weird relationship with Siri Hustvedt. This is kind of third time's the charm for her with me, because I admire her a lot, but I haven't fully enjoyed the first two books that I read of hers. And so I'm really happy to report that I'm really enjoying this one. This is a shorter, little earlier novel, and I really am enjoying the themes that this novel covers. It follows a poet and writing teacher whose husband leaves her, which throws her into a mental breakdown, a kind of midlife crisis mental breakdown. But you're not really following the actual breakdown, you're following the aftermath. So her husband is having an affair with another woman, and she decides to go home to Minnesota from New York City, where she stays with her mom, and stays in the retirement home that her mother is in with a whole bunch of other ladies. And so she befriends some of those ladies. She befriends a next door neighbor who is a young mother, and she also teaches a poetry class to some teenagers for the summer. And so we're about halfway through, and she's kind of reminiscing about her past. She is coming to terms with the good things and bad things about her 30-year marriage, and she is trying to figure out who she is going to become, or who she is now that this huge life-changing thing has happened. And she also has one daughter. So I think this is a really interesting story, and what it's doing well that it didn't do well previously, or that I struggled with previously in Siri Hustvedt's later novel that I read, The Blazing World, is that she's working in some philosophy and a little bit of science, but she's doing it in a way that is more going along with the overall narrative, and it's a first-person narrative, so it's working very well in terms of mixing in a lot of those things without going too hardcore into them, which was some of the problem that I had with The Blazing World, because The Blazing World was multiple perspectives, and so some of the characters became these very cerebral, abstract characters that were talking about ideas rather than about actual parts of the story, or about character development. And so I'm really glad that this book is keeping those things a bit more simple, and keeping me engaged with the overall story and with the ideas about this woman and her experience. So far so good. I'm hoping to get the rest of this read in the next few days. I still have one more day off work, and so I'm hoping to be done this vlog in another day or two. So I'll check in again when I have finished the book, or when I have more to share about it. Everyone, I just wanted to end this vlog here. I just finished The Summer Without Men by Siri Hustvedt, and I really enjoyed it. It was a wonderful way to end the last official month of summer, with just a book that really invoked a moment in time, and a moment in time for all the characters that were in the book. And I think it really had, for me, a feeling of summer and an essence of summer, this idea of this fleeting moment and how wonderful that can be. So I really enjoyed it, and there's a bit more of a longer explanation about it in my August reading wrap up. So if you wanted to hear more of my thoughts on this book, please, head over there. And that is the end of this vlog here, and I hope to make another one very soon. Thank you so much for watching.